My name is Kyle, and I am Tomcat TV. And today, I will be reacting to Lethal Weapon, the original 1987 Lethal Weapon. I have never seen this. Actually, what's funny is that when I told my dad that I was thinking about reacting to Lethal Weapon because of some comments from some of my subscribers, he actually was like, "Wait, no, you're kidding." I don't know why he didn't remember that, like, we had never watched this together, but he was super excited the fact that I was going to watch it. So I'm really excited, obviously, to watch it. I watched the first season and a half of the show that came out, and I really enjoyed that. I know, from what I understand, I don't think it's, obviously everybody's going to consider the movies being better, and that the show and the movie is different, blah da da da, the characters are different and all that stuff. Yes, that's fine. I just know, as far as the overall concept of it, I really did enjoy it. I know Lethal Weapon is based around Christmas, so that's definitely that's why I'm watching it now. It was suggested by I think it was Oblivion Gate suggested. One of my reactors suggested, or my reactors commenters suggested that I watch this one. I'm really excited to watch this. Before I get started, go ahead and if you could just drop me a like down below, subscribe to my channel, comment if you have any questions or any requests for anything I should watch or any Christmas movies I should watch. And also remember, this video, this reaction, this full reaction will have already been posted up on my Patreon if you're interested in my full reaction, because there's obviously going to be quite a bit that I cut out of this just to make time and obviously make sure I get the important stuff and the best parts of my reaction onto YouTube for you guys. So if you want to support me and you want to see the full reaction, go check me out on my Patreon. But anyways, that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and let's get into this. Let's go ahead and start. 3, 2, 1, click. Oh, listen to, by the way, she's behaving that makes me laugh a little bit. Feels like she's thinks that she's filming a music video. I don't know why. Jeez. Yeah, she's dead. I like how this is filmed, actually. I liked it because you have the camera kind of following with her, and you see the windows of the stories kind of follow with her. It's kind of cool. Awesome. I love Danny Glover. That's weird, your kids and family all come in while you're in a bathtub. Jeez. Smoking in bed, always a great idea. Always a great idea. I wonder why he's coughing. Sorry if anybody smokes in bed here. Except for the fact that you shouldn't do that, it's probably a bad idea. So, I know a little bit, he's kind of a tragic guy, right? Is it stated in this show, I think, right, that his wife passed away, right?
Don't step in the egg!
You step in it?
Thank you. I should have checked before for egg.
Do you know a man named Michael Hunsaker?
Oh, he's been trying to reach you for 3 days now.
I haven't talked to him in 12 years.
It's my New Year's Eve dress. Don't you like it? Isn't it cool?
It's beautiful. Happy birthday.
Yeah, he's gotta agonize over that all day.
Thanks. Pete, you know how it is.
Sure. All dressed up and no one to blow.
You're hilarious.
He was pretty hilarious, actually. Dressed up.
Yeah, the parents.
Oh, parents. Michael and Claire.
Claire.
You know.
Oh, it's gonna hit close to home. Is she a friend of his daughter's or something? Or is just he, oh, maybe it's an old partner's daughter or something like that. I am already really enjoying this. I did not expect to feel like I connected to the characters this fast, at least as far as Murtaugh goes. I really am enjoying him. What? It's the undercover, I guess.
But the shit's gonna cost you, 100.
What, that much?
$100 or 100K? I guess just $100. That seems pretty cheap, right? If that's Coke, I mean, I guess.
Hey, man.
95, 90. Hey, come on, shut up, man. I'm losing count. 93, 94, 95, 96.
Forget it, you dumb shit. 100,000.
Okay, it does about to say.
Hey, you want to see crazy? I'll tell you.
He's just going all Three Stooges on him.
Hey, shoot him. Drop it, prick. Hey, shoot him. What? Shoot him. Shoot him. Shut the fuck up. Somebody shoot this prick. Shut up. Shoot. Shut up. Shoot. Shut up.
Shoot me, shoot me, shoot me, shoot me. He's telling him to shoot. Damn.
It ain't worth it, man.
It ain't worth it. It ain't worth it, man. It ain't worth it. I forget this is part of it, is that he's really depressed. I mean, I knew obviously he's depressed, but I forget that he's borderline suicidal. It's interesting the kind of balance of humor and dark drama that this like balances is kind of crazy. Oof, no, bad. That's bad. You just can't do it.
Surprise is someone doctored the pills. Jesus. Every capsule was loaded with drain cleaner. If she hadn't jumped, she would have been dead inside 15 minutes.
Really?
Partner again?
Yeah.
Perfect. Gun!
He's like, who has a gun?
Raj, meet your new partner.
I'm too old for this shit.
Yeah, that's the line I was talking about. I know that line. It's classic.
6-shooter, huh? A lot of old timers carry those.
It's impractical. Problem with 6-shooters is, yeah, I mean, yeah, they don't jam most likely, but the reload is just so impractical. Not to mention you have to be a pro to fire as fast as you can with a pistol. You know when you just start a movie and you can already feel that it's a classic?
Did you pat him down, Mr. Larch?
Oh, hey,
Really?
man, we went through this act already. Go through it again.
Gary Busey. The guy's not age 12, by the way. I've seen that guy in a few other things too. Shoot, I gotta think. Ah, Dr. Lawrence Quinn from Halloween 6, Curse of Michael Myers. I think that's where I recognize him.
I don't think you're funny.
Yeah, he's the
Goddamn setup's funny.
friend of,
Mercenaries, for Christ's
or
sake. Tell me I'm
co-worker
wrong.
of
No, you're not wrong.
Dr. Loomis and Curse of Michael Myers.
My people are loyal, Mr. Mendez. Joshua, your left arm,
What did he do?
please.
His left arm? Is that the Dark Mark? The Death Eater. Jeez, what the crap?
Hey, man, you guys are fucking crazy, man. Come on, man.
And see, that guy too, he was in
Mike.
Halloween 3, right?
She was murdered.
There has been a murder. And you are a suspect. Well, I mean, I'm of the opinion that if you kill, especially as far as premeditated murder goes, like you go out of your way to kill people, especially like a serial killer, because I've been watching some serial killer documentaries recently, and straight up, like, it's amazing how many of them just get life or are on death row for 20 years and then die of natural causes. It's just ridiculous whenever they should be executed. The family should pull the switch. They should have the right to do that if they want to.
Gotcha. Hey, what's the number of your car here?
3 William 56.
3 William 56 on route. God, I love this job. So exciting.
It's so exciting.
I can handle this.
You qualified to talk to jumpers?
I've done it before.
Okay, you're elected. Hey,
No guns, no jujitsu, just bring him down.
Roger.
What?
Oh.
10-4.
Leave me alone! Please leave me alone! Leave me alone!
Look, I'm just gonna come out there, okay?
Oh.
No, don't go. Not out on the ledge.
Come on, give me a break, will you, guy? My boss is down there and he's watching me, so I gotta make it look at least like I'm trying to save you, okay?
Actually jumping.
Leave without me.
Oh, no.
What are you doing?
Jump if you want to, but you'll be taking me with you, and that makes you a murderer, okay?
Do you really want to jump? Do you want to? Well, then that's
Let's
fine.
go together.
Come on, let's.
What?
I want to do it. I want to do it.
What do you mean?
What? My goodness, he is nuts.
Want to go up again? Let's go again.
He's crazy.
My cups, I want him back.
There's my cups. I want him back.
You want to kill yourself?
What do you want to hear, man? Do you want to hear that sometimes I think about eating a bullet?
Eat my gun. Don't nibble on the barrel. Pull the trigger. Put it in your mouth. Bullet might go through your ear and not kill you.
Yeah, under the chin.
Yeah.
They're both a little crazy.
Ow!
Yeah, I saw that coming. Bro. That kind of shocked me a little bit. Jeez.
Right now. I want to see him right now. Put your hands
Yeah,
up there.
well,
Put
dude,
your
you're
hands up
lucky
there.
it
Let me
wasn't
see
your
your
freaking
hands.
chest or gut or head. Although you can still bleed out.
The point being, no killing.
No killing, right?
Right.
Unless they try to kill you, then that's acceptable. Who's trying to shoot at you? Yeah, there's no choice there. You had to do it.
Well, I
In
tried
this
to
is it a sensible hour?
Come on in.
I like that Riggs, the whole relationship he has with the family in the show. Is it similar in the movie? I'm guessing it is. It is one of my favorite parts about the show is the fact that it was the life he wanted and that he was going to have. And the fact that it was taken away from him made him appreciate it, what he had, and want to spend time with him.
Daddy's new partner?
Mark.
I want you to meet Psyche's new partner. Daddy's. Oh, goodness, my back. Is she gonna crush on him? Crush on Riggs?
I used to go spearfishing with a snorkel.
Spearfishing.
Didn't catch anything much, but
That made me so uncomfortable.
No, Fairy. My sister's Sherry. She's in love with this guy named Larry.
Don't be so obvious if you don't want to get like roasted by your brother and sister.
I'm sorry, it's just a little too easy, you know, it's just too neat. I can't swallow it.
Of course it's neat. What's wrong with neat? I like neat.
Oftentimes, was it Sherlock Holmes? They said that
You don't trust me at all, do you?
I tell you what. You make it through tomorrow without killing anybody, especially me or yourself. Then I'll start trusting.
When I was 19, I did a guy in Laos from 1,000 yards out. A rifle shot in high wind.
Dang.
It's the only thing I was ever good at.
He's just haunted on a number of levels. It sounds to me like he probably had PTSD from Vietnam, I'm sure.
You really like my wife's cooking?
No.
That's funny. Yeah, it sounds to me like maybe he had PTSD from Nam, and like the only thing that kind of evened him out was probably his wife. And then obviously his wife dies, which is a whole other level of depression coupled with the PTSD. That probably doesn't help.
Okay, disgusting, but okay. Let's say Dixie put the drain cleaner in her pills.
Say someone paid her to do it.
Sure, she thinks fine. Amanda swallows a couple of downers and she's dead.
Wait, she has to make a quick exit because the body's public. So she hauls ass downstairs.
People are coming out saying, what's happened? What's happened? She says, officer, officer, I saw the whole thing.
Right.
Dang.
Right.
That's pretty fucking thin.
That's very thin.
Yeah.
What the hell thin's my middle name?
Your wife's cooking, I'm not surprised.
Nothing.
What do you do? Sleep with that thing on your pillow?
I would if I slept.
Ceasefire on number 7. Look at that, will you? Not bad for an old man.
So whimsical.
Lieutenant Evans reports rain command. Lieutenant Evans reports.
Oh my goodness. Of course. That is not easy to hit. Look, he's just humming. Put a smiley face in there with it.
Said thin.
Probably nothing.
Bro, what? Jeez.
Did you see that? Wasn't that great?
Those kids are so real. So like, whoa, dude, look at that.
Probably nothing.
Thin. Very thin.
This is real pro stuff. I haven't seen anything like this since the war.
Here's the little fella that saw the guy. Hi. My name is Detective Murtaugh. What's yours?
Don't tell him your name. Don't tell me your name was gonna put you in jail. And you won't see him
No.
now. Don't tell me your name, Alfred.
Alfred.
Yeah, that's about right, kids.
The painting.
Oh,
Painted.
okay.
Tattoo. Tattoo. Like that.
Was it?
Roger, that's a special forces tattoo.
Your daughter wasn't killed because of something she was into. She was killed because of something you're into.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Mike, keep your hands away from your body, okay?
Take it easy, man.
Fuck easy.
Yeah. 100% justified.
Heroin.
Jeez, from Asia. Wow.
This is big business, Roger.
Not anymore. I'm gonna burn it down.
Mm-hmm.
Can't protect her. I am in this too deep, Roger.
Uh-oh. There we go, Gary Busey. Nice. I like that shot. That's cool. That's why he had the eggnog, so they could shoot straight through him through the eggnog. That's awesome. Jeez.
Heroin. You got off easy, son of a bitch.
Absolutely. Problem with getting involved in drugs is it's not just a matter of doing something illegal. It's preying on people who are weak and have an addiction.
I'm a police officer. Don't worry, I'm not gonna drag your ass into jail.
Jeez. He's got a vest though, right? He's got a vest on. It's weird to see Gary Busey so young and not terrifying looking.
You wore your vest. Yeah, that's a smart kid.
Yeah, it wouldn't feel good though.
But 2 inches higher, they would have gotten you hit.
Yeah, 2 inches lower. I'd have been a falsetto for life. Come on, let's fuck off.
Oh goodness.
Roger, they think I'm dead. I'm a corpse.
Huh. That's a good point, actually.
Sure, he's probably blonde with big dimples.
How'd you know that, Sarge? Over.
Did you say there was a body close to his house? A blonde with big dimples?
No. A bastards got my daughter.
Did they seriously?
Murtaugh.
You have a very beautiful daughter. If I were you, I would stick by the phone to find out where to meet us.
She is. But like Rick said though, like they totally do have a bit of an edge on this because they think he's dead.
We do this my way. You shoot to kill. We're gonna get bloody on this one, Roger.
Are you really crazy?
Trust me.
He hasn't killed anybody since like over 24 hours, right? Oh, dropping him off. Oh, they alluded to this a little bit, or they foreshadowed. That's what I was looking for. That's the word I was looking for. They foreshadowed this. Oh wow. Whoever this pilot is, he's good. Get out.
Okay, baby. I'm here. Okay, it's all right.
Yeah. Way too many people to snipe. It's a huge issue. Dude.
Yeah, if you come closer, and we all die.
No! I don't think so!
Dude. Nice. Dude. Book it. Run. Don't just keep screaming. Okay. Alright, keep going. Jeez.
General Peter McAllister, Commander of Shadow Company.
That makes sense why he's doing some legwork on this. Jeez. This feels a lot more hopeless than I honestly expected it to feel. Which I like. It feels like, geez, how are they gonna get out of this one? Which is how it should be, you know?
Endo, meet Mr. Martin Riggs.
And he's in Die Hard.
Endo here has forgotten more.
He's also in the first season 24.
I told you everything I know. What the fuck is that thing? What is it?
It's called electric shock treatment.
Okay, all this water is making me have to pee. It's kind of funny because I read somewhere that apparently Mel Gibson was considered for John McClane and Bruce Willis was considered for Martin Riggs, from what I understand. So it's funny that this guy was in both Die Hard and in Lethal Weapon. Torture gets you to the quickest lie to make the pain stop. Sometimes it can be effective. It's worked sometimes, but...
Get her out. Come on.
Get her out.
Damn it, I kill all these poison.
Tell me what you know.
It's a little darker than I expected this movie to get, honestly. I expected it to be a lot more lighthearted. Nice.
I told you everything.
Jeez, he's just snapping necks. Dang.
Let's do what one shepherd said to the other shepherd.
How old is this daughter supposed to be? She's supposed to be like... I think she's played by somebody older, but I think she's what, supposed to be like 16 or something like that? I'm surprised they've missed so many times considering. I mean, I guess the glass with deflectable that's a very common thing. Shooting through glass is going to be one of your most inaccurate things you can do, but if the glass completely breaks, see if you can land some shots or disable his vehicle at least, right? Jeez. That's one way to do it, I guess. Everybody's like, dude, you alright? And then he's like... Dude, just firing guns through traffic. Totally have no idea who you're gonna accidentally hit. Oh my. Do not let him get away. Figured he probably can't get through the traffic, I'm guessing.
No way you live, no way.
Dang. Good shot, man. Again, like I said, through the windshield, that's... Oh man, what a stunt. You see the smoke coming from the bottom, that's where they had the pressure. Actually, I think you can almost see the panel on the bottom that they used to like push it up and make it fly through the air. They have compressed air, right? I think is what it is. That's awesome. Are those grenades? Yeah, he's dead. Well, yeah, he's dead. He's dead.
My home, man. Son of a bitch knows where I live.
Well, I'll drive,
Yeah,
folks. I'll drive.
We're in on the other side. Let Riggs drive.
Hey, I gotta have a look at this guy. Don't worry about it. It's all right.
Shoot, that's not good. Jeez. Did not take much. Tell me they're already gone. Jeez, he is a scary dude. Dear bad guys, no one here but us cops. Sorry, the good guys. That's awesome. Jeez, dude. Yeah, this dude. At this point, he's gotta be out, doesn't he? So, they killed one, and with him, they learned... Are they actually going to take him in?
Would you like a shot at the title?
Okay, I hate this kind of direction for fighting, where you have no idea what's even going on. Hate it. It's terrible. The rest of the movie's great. I'm loving it. I do like this shot with all the water and everything. It's really kind of cool. There we go. Ah, police work. Am I right? Is he gonna actually kill him? Because I think the idea is that Martin learned to... Oh, I like that shot. That was good. Martin can learn to let somebody live. And, or is he... The idea is that Murtaugh can learn that he needs to be able to kill if he has to, and Riggs learned that he needs to be able to let people live if he can. I think that's the idea. Oh, but he's gonna end up dying. Nice. I mean, those cops did a terrible job trying to cuff that dude. Keep him on the ground, cuff him.
Got you, partner.
That's awesome. I like the relationship. It's really good.
Hi.
Oh, God, hi.
How are you?
Hey, you want to come in? We're building.
Building?
No, I gotta go.
Riggs! Yo! After all we've been through, if you think I'm gonna eat the world's lousiest Christmas turkey by myself.
Little secret.
What?
I'm not
I like
crazy.
Not crazy. He's a little crazy.
Oh, good. Let's eat.
Yeah.
Well, I think your daughter kind of likes me.
If you touch it, I'll kill you.
You'll try. Hey, you mind if I bring a friend?
Of course you bring a friend.
Hey.
Oh, pretty puppy. Little lassie. Is that a border collie, right? Chaos follows. Nice. Turn him on the one light. He's the order. Riggs is the chaos. I like that. I really like that. I don't think... I'm assuming there's not any sort of like in credits or anything, because I mean, a lot of the older movies didn't really. If only in my dreams. Anyways, dang, yeah, I did like that. I like that a lot. It is one of those things that with that movie, as I'm watching it, it feels like a movie I should have watched a long time ago. Like it gives you kind of the feel like there's certain movies that you're like, okay, this is a classic. This is one that it's undisputable or indisputable. Yeah, indisputable. That it is a great movie and it's a classic. That is Lethal Weapon, I think. And it kind of gives me that same vibe, even though obviously they're different genres, as movies like, for example, Halloween, in the sense that it's an iconic movie, it's really good, it's really popular, there's a reason why it's famous, or Die Hard. Now, obviously, I think still Die Hard is miles better, but also I don't know if you can even really 100% compare the two. I mean, I guess it's a little different. I went into this thinking that there was going to be a lot more humor than there was, and there totally was a lot of humor. I mean, it was a fun movie. It's a buddy cop action comedy, and not even really. I don't know if I'd even classify it as a comedy. Really, it's more of just a buddy cop action movie, right? I mean, there's humor in it, but I don't think I before watching it, I thought it was actually kind of an action buddy cop comedy sort of thing. But it's really not. It's actually just more of just a buddy cop movie, I guess. I know I've said buddy cop like 30 times at this point, but I was saying with Die Hard, it was a little different just because Die Hard, I feel like took itself a little more seriously. But even Die Hard, I think the tones are actually fairly similar as far as that goes. I mean, Die Hard definitely, I think, still takes itself a little more seriously than Lethal Weapon does. But Lethal Weapon is just really, it's its own animal. It's a really good, it went a lot darker than I really expected, especially towards the end with them kidnapping his daughter, with them being tortured. Like, literally, it felt hopeless at times, honestly, and it was really good. And I like when a movie can do that, especially whenever you know it's not hopeless. You know that they're going to get out of it. You just don't know how. A lot of time you don't even necessarily know if there's going to be any sort of casualties. Now, I assumed that Murtaugh's daughter was going to be fine. That was a pretty safe assumption, I feel like. But I will say, I do think the end was a little too drawn out. I think that it probably would have been good to basically have it to where maybe a little more stereotypical. I guess the fight makes sense for kind of who Riggs is, but the fact that they just all let him do it and that Murtaugh just lets him do it, it just was a little silly to me. I mean, it doesn't like lessen the movie. I think the movie's still good, but I think they probably could have shortened it a little bit. They could have had it where he pulls the gun on him. They're like, yeah, we outsmarted you. They pull him out there, and then Riggs, you see it in his eyes. You're like, okay, he's wanting to kill him. And Murtaugh's like, hey, buddy, you know what? You've earned it. Do what you need to do. This guy's a murderer. He tried to kill us. He tried to kill my daughter. Do what you need to do. That type of thing. And then you see Riggs go like, you know what? No, he's not worth it. I'm going to let him live. Because I've learned that it's okay to let people live and let them see justice, you know. That type of thing. I know more than just killing now. I think that would have been good. And then he's like, hey, book him to some beat cops, right? And then the beat cops mess up, and then they still end up having to shoot him. I think that would have worked. I just think it was a little drawn out with the fight and everything. And for parts of the fight, I wasn't super fond of the choreography and the direction, just because it was just all like flashes and just camera angles over here and this, and it didn't work for me. But overall, though, I mean, the movie itself as a whole was fantastic. I really liked it. I really enjoyed the relationship between Riggs and Murtaugh. I really enjoyed, you could see it, they don't really mention it, like they don't go into detail, and maybe it's just because I watched the show and you kind of see it a little bit more, but you definitely see how much Riggs admires Murtaugh and his family, and how he values that, because it's obviously what he wanted with his wife. So you can really see that. But I also really enjoyed seeing Murtaugh's interactions with his kids and with his wife. It felt very real to me. I think the dialogue was very entertaining. So if it was goofy, like 80s action sort of dialogue, but it's still great. Most of the dialogue for me, honestly, as far as like interacting with each other, as far as the protagonists interacting with each other, it felt really real to me. I feel like probably my favorite line of this. I think there was something I was wanting to mention, but I just completely forgot to mention it, I think. But my favorite line, I think, is like 2 inches up. 2 inches up, it would have got you in the face. And it was like 2 inches down, and I would have been in falsetto for life. That just cracks me up. It's so funny. Yeah, it was really good. But yeah, I really do enjoy it. Not really a whole lot more you can say on this. I definitely would like to watch the sequels at some point. I know, I think the second one. I know there's the scene with the toilet bomb and all that stuff, right? I've heard that referenced in a million spots, whether it was on referenced on Psych, one of my favorite shows of all time, or referenced in or they talked about it in Mythbusters, where they tried to see, hey, could you get off of that fast enough to get into the bathtub to be able to protect yourself? And I think they tested whether the bathtub would actually protect them anyways. But I can't remember. That being said, it was a good movie. It was really good. I really enjoyed it. It's a classic. I'll definitely be watching that one again. I really liked it. Really liked it a lot. I'm curious where, because obviously you've seen growth from Riggs going throughout this movie. Now, I think he's still crazy. He says he's not crazy, but he's nuts. He really is. But in the next one, I guess he's not going to be really as suicidal. But it's going to be something to where he's just not scared of death. Because if he dies, that means he gets to go visit, or not visit, but he gets to see his wife again. That's interesting. I did really enjoy that. I did really, really enjoy that. I don't know what else to say about it. Let me know down below. Obviously, I think if you're here, you probably really like Lethal Weapon, or at least enjoy Lethal Weapon. How would you rank that as far as like 80s action movies go? Would you rank it higher or lower than Die Hard? Like I said, Die Hard's still the tip top for me. That's best action movie, best Christmas movie, whatever. Honestly, it feels like more of a Christmas movie than Lethal Weapon does, even. Because Lethal Weapon, yeah, it does take place around Christmas, and they have a lot of Christmas music and stuff, but I don't know, there's something kind of almost Christmassy about Die Hard for me personally. Especially the now I have a machine gun. Ho, ho, ho. Anyways. But this one, it definitely doesn't feel as Christmassy to me, so I don't know if I'd classify it as a Christmas movie. Maybe you guys can tell me I'm wrong or not. But I still enjoyed watching this, especially for the Christmas aesthetic. I think that was a good part of this. But yeah, no, let me know what you think of Lethal Weapon if you like it. What did you think of the show? Did you watch any of the show? Like I said, I stopped kind of like halfway through the second season, especially after I found out that, spoiler alert if you haven't seen the show, that Riggs wasn't going to be coming back after season 2. Which I was like, well, that kind of defeats the purpose of Lethal Weapon, in my opinion. So I just kind of stopped watching it. But I really liked what I had on it so far. Let me try to think here. But yeah, I know I keep repeating myself, but it's also 2 in the morning. Let me know what you think of both, actually. What you think of the show, what you think of the movie, and what some got right and what some got wrong. I'd like to hear the perspective on that from people who have seen the entire series and of movies and series of the show, and see what people thought. Anyways, and then also, yeah, let me know down in the comments of that, and also let me know what you thought of my reaction as well, if you appreciated any of my thoughts, and what you thought of my theory about how the ending was a little drawn out, and how that should have been shortened a little bit. Let me know what you think of that, if you think I was wrong, or what the purpose was behind the fight, if there's something that maybe I missed, let me know that. And then, yeah, and while you're at it, go ahead and, like I said at the beginning, like, subscribe. You're already commenting at this point, I'm sure. You're already clicking. And then also go check out my Patreon. Again, this full reaction has already been up on my Patreon for a day or two. So you can get on there and you can watch these things ahead of time. Something I'll be doing, just kind of spoiler alert for my future, in the next couple weeks. I watched The Matrix last week, which was fan-freaking-tastic. Another movie that I can't believe I didn't watch sooner. Glad I didn't, because I get to share that with you guys. I haven't seen any of the sequels to The Matrix or The Animatrix, which I've been told are actually not that bad. That it's something to where The Matrix is right here. It's like at the tip top, like peaking out the scale as far as goodness goes, and then like here's the top of the scale, you know, where the other ones are, they're really good. But the problem is the Matrixes are already so good that they just can't, by comparison, they're not good. So I am excited to see the next two and just to further flesh out the world. And then I will be also watching the new one when that comes out. So I'll be watching The Matrix 4 the day it comes out, and then trying to get a reaction out to you guys within like 48 hours, hopefully, if I can like stay awake to be able to edit that, which is something I tend to struggle with sometimes. But at least I can go ahead and get that up on my Patreon. In the meantime, though, obviously, I'll watch the 2 sequels. I do not have time in my busy schedule with a baby, a wife, with all Christmas activities, and also with work to be able to edit all those down immediately. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, especially since I want to do Christmas movies as well for December, I'm going to do, put them both, the full reactions to the second and the third one. I'm going to put those both on my Patreon, the full reactions, and also the Animatrix. I'll watch that too, since somebody said they want me to watch that too, so I'll watch that. I'm not a huge fan of anime, but I'll try it out. I'll just try not to complain too much if I don't like it. I will put the full versions of those on my Patreon, and then over the next month or so, maybe less than a month, I will start to edit those slowly and then put those on my channel for my weekly. So I'll be actually a little ahead of my recordings, hopefully, which makes it to where I can more consistently get things out instead of having it to where it's, you know, like maybe I put it on Thursday, sometimes I put it on Friday, sometimes I put it on Monday, you know. That way I can be more consistent. But yeah, let me know what you think as far as that plan goes. I think that's a good plan. I think doing the Matrix 4 will be really good for my channel because Dune was really good for my channel, just to kind of let you know. Dune blew up really quick just because I got it on there so quick. And actually my Halloween Kills reaction was insanely fast. Within the first 48 hours, I put like 2,800 views, I think, on that video, on my Halloween Kills reaction. And it just, you know, kept climbing. But then, you know, YouTube stepped in and copyrighted it. So then I ended up having to completely re-upload it. And then because it was copywritten, my hours viewed on that didn't even count. Honestly, I'd probably be monetized by now if it wasn't for that bull. I would have had well over 8,000 views by now on that video. I guarantee it. So that's really frustrating. But so I'm thinking that if I go ahead and get a new video or a new movie that's trending and watch it, I think that that'll really help with my channel. And I appreciate you guys watching those videos as well. Obviously, I know not everybody's going to have watched some of these newer movies immediately, but there are a lot of people who have and want to go see a reaction to what they already watched pretty fast. So I'm excited. Again, thank you so much, Oblivion Gate, for suggesting Lethal Weapon. Definitely happy that I got to watch it. Honestly, this is something that I wanted to watch for a long time. I'm just glad I hadn't watched it yet, so I could watch it for a reaction. There's a lot of movies I need to watch, a lot of Mel Gibson movies I need to watch. I have not seen Braveheart. I kind of know how it ends a little bit, which is unfortunate that I got a spoiler, but I guess it's historical, so I guess technically I should already know that if I know how that historically unfolded, like the story of Braveheart. But I will be watching that on the channel at some point. I'll be watching a lot of different movies that I haven't seen, so I'm excited. I'm excited to see where things are going into the new year, especially. Let me know if you have any ideas of anything else I should watch or check out for the week of The Matrix 4, which is the 20. I guess the week of Christmas. I'll watch that, and then I'll be uploading that weekend probably. You know, fingers crossed. And then the week after that, I want to try to find something, maybe another Christmassy sort of thing, or maybe it's even something New Year's-esque, I guess. Anyways, I think I need to probably end it here because, dude, I'm just rambling on at this point. Go ahead and, like I said, like, subscribe, comment, do all those things. It really helped me out a lot, especially, I mean, I really honestly see the difference whenever you guys are commenting, so I appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.